Some 93% of Muslims say they feel strongly that they belong to Britain. This does not just apply to Muslims, it also applies to other communities too. But there is nothing in this bill that should make families more insecure. And those that push this perception on social media and in this House spread fear and anxiety, and they should understand the consequences of their actions. Now, there is a legitimate debate to be had about whether it's right that the Home Secretary should have this power, about whether the Home Secretary should have the ability to strip, albeit in limited circumstances, dual nationals of their citizenship. But, Mr Deputy Speaker, this is not what this bill is about. To present this as a threat to people living in my city is to scaremonger, and it's shameful. Nothing in Peterborough, nobody in Peterborough is altered by this minor change in this law, and no constituent should feel concerned about their citizenship. Let me just tell you, Mr Deputy Speaker, what Labour activists and Labour councillors are saying in my constituency. Councillor Amjad Iqbal, a legal practitioner, not a lawyer, a legal practitioner, emails and messages constituents saying, as your councillor, I'm very concerned at some of the policies this government is sharing behind closed doors. As an ethnic minority individual, I wish to share this with you. Please sign and send to Paul Bristow, the MP, whose government is responsible for this fiasco. Behind closed doors, we're debating it in the House of Commons, Mr Deputy Speaker. This misinformation has consequences for some of the most vulnerable people in my city. Someone who I helped with a schooling issue comes to me and they were told by an activist that I wanted to see them deported and deprive them of their citizenship. This is despicable. I know, Mr Deputy Speaker, why members opposite do this and why the Labour Party do this, because they've got nothing left to say.
Clause 9, to be clear, does not change the circumstances under which a person can be deprived of British citizenship, nor does it remove the right of appeal against a decision to deprive a person of their citizenship. Rather, it preserves the right of appeal in cases where specified circumstances mean it is not reasonable to serve a person with a notice of a decision to deprive.